Wow, is my computer actually working for once? Hold on, let me clean off my limbs with a little square of toilet paper. Just make sure that it's clear. How's that? I feel like that's yeah, that's a little bit better. All right, so it's Sharice here, and it is 8:45 p.m. It is past my bedtime, but I honestly don't feel tired. I think I'm just really excited because I'm having guests over, and I never have guests, come over. And Josh is coming, my sister's coming, and then her friend India is coming. So I'm excited. I've been cleaning for the past 2 days, just making sure that everything is, just decent for my guest. So yeah. Here is my hair. This is my most recent wash and go. I tried something new. I tried a new product combination, and then I tried a new kind of technique. Let me scoot this way so I'm with the white background. And I also tried a new technique to achieve this look, and I am loving my results. So this is a wash and go. This is day 2. This is day 2 of the wash and go, and it looks so good. And I'm going to show you guys what I used to achieve this look. But first, let me do some close-ups. As you can see, my hair is super duper defined, and it is super duper shiny. Super defined, very shiny. It has a decent amount of volume for day 2 hair. Show you on the back. And here's the side. Give you all a little profile action. So I'm loving, loving, loving this wash and go. So let me show y'all what I used. I only used 3 products to achieve this wash and go, and then 1 key tool, as in like a hair tool. So the 3 products I used are luckily I'm organized, so it doesn't take me long to find stuff anymore. After I shampooed and deep conditioned, I used the Pidana Collection Marula and Kupuaku Herbal Silk 3-in-1 Intensive Moisturizer. That's what I used as my leave-in and as my hair moisturizer. I've been loving products from the Pidana Collection. I can actually do a wash and go without any gel using a few other products from their line that I have. But I've been loving, loving, loving this intensive moisturizer, and I definitely plan to repurchase it because of how well it moisturizes my type 4 hair. As you can see, my hair is very moisturized. After that, I went in with the Eden Body Works Almond Marshmallow Hydration Serum, and I use this kind of to seal my hair, and this also helps to add additional definition and moisture. So I used this. It says promote shine, silicone-free, and lightweight, which is true. So yeah, I kind of use this to seal in the moisture from the moisturizer. And then what really gave me the hold and extreme definition, my new favorite gel, which is the Wetline Extreme Gel. I've yet to find I think it's pink or blue, the blue one. I think it's blue. Is it pink? I'm getting everything confused. I think it's blue. I've yet to find the blue one, but I mean, this clear one is going to last me quite a while. I mean, I have used I still have like 85% left, I would say, of this. So I'm not really purchasing stuff until I finish things up. That's me in 2019. Like, you're not going to see me doing hardly any hauls or anything like that. I might get like 1 thing a month. I'm planning to go basically on a no buy of everything because I have so much extra that I just don't need to buy anything. And so with the money I would spend on hair care, makeup, and skincare, I'm planning to save so I can go on a trip to Croatia in the summer. That's the plan. But this is all I used on my hair. Sorry, I don't mean to sigh like that. I need to respond to this. Is that my address? Yeah. I think in my head. All right. But yeah, loving, loving, loving the way my hair came out. So those are the 3 products. Now the one tool, let me put the stuff back because y'all know how I am about putting stuff back. Since I've gotten organized and took all the time to organize everything, I have to put stuff back where I took it from. So let me put these things back before we move on with my thoughts. Now, the one tool that I used that really made a difference is dun, 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 my blow dryer. That's what really took this wash and go from being average to amazing. Yes, there we go. From average to amazing. I have very fine hair, so I normally don't have oh, this much volume. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I normally don't have this much volume. Let me close this. Let's see, my business. Okay, so what I did was, sorry, I'm like all over the place. I'm responding to people that are trying to come over, giving them my address and things. So I used the Jalen Mitchell, also known as Natural Rain. I used her method of stretching her wash and go. So she lets it dry, I think, to like 85% or more dry. And then she goes and she stretches the wash and go. So that's what I did with this. I literally just used the tension method and I would just blow dry to stretch it out so that I got a little bit more length out of my wash and go. And it also gave me some more volume because I was stretching it kind of in layers. Sorry, my scalp literally has been possessed by the devil. Like my scalp has been so itchy. And it's like I just washed my hair, I oiled it, I massaged the oil in, I scrubbed it, while I was washing it. And it's just been so itchy. I don't understand why my scalp has been so itchy. Like it's been annoying me. Like it wakes me up out of my sleep. My scalp has been so itchy lately. I mean, you can see my fingers are greasy because I just oiled it again. It's been so annoying. I feel like it makes me just want to shave off all my hair so I can just see my scalp. But yeah, I'm loving my wash and go. That's all I did. I just stretched it with the blow dry. That's the only thing different that I changed from what I normally do. And I'm going to keep doing this because I love the shape that I'm getting, the volume. It looks so much better than how it normally looks when I just let it air dry on its own and let it take its own shape. So yeah, this thing is so old and broken. I actually need to replace this blow dryer because it had a thing where you could suck the cord back up, but it's broken. But that's all I did differently is I stretched it with the blow dryer. I used high heat, medium speed. So yeah, loving, loving, loving these results. Now let's play with the Juvias Play stuff because I feel like doing some makeup because I can't sleep. It's already past my bedtime. I'm literally going to put this makeup on, maybe take some pictures and then take it right off to go to sleep. So yeah, but I really want to play with this stuff. So let's do it. Let me put this away and then we'll jump into the makeup. So the 3 items I recently picked up from Juvia's Place are, let's get this back some. There we go. The 3 items I picked up are the Tribe Highlighter Volume 1. Juvia's Place goes, the lower the number, the more geared. The lower the number, the more melanin it's geared for. The higher the number, the less melanin it's geared for. So basically, the lower the number, the darker skin it's going to suit, and the higher number, the lighter skin it's going to suit. I'm not saying that you can't wear whatever you want to, do you, but that's how their system works. So highlighter, the Tribe Volume 1. The Saharan Blush Palette Volume 1, because I've been wanting to get into more blush palettes because it's just easier to have a palette than buy singles. It's more cost effective as well. And then the Tribe Eyeshadow Palette, which I'm really excited to play with. Low key, I could literally do this look and be her for Halloween. So let's do something here. I haven't worn makeup in like 2 days. I just haven't been wearing it during the break. If I'm not, I just stay home like during the breaks and I just hibernate and clean and watch YouTube and Netflix. So I'm gonna put my hair into a ponytail. I'm just gonna take a silk tie, a silk scrunchie, and just put it around once, just like this. Boom. And that's how I'm gonna leave it for now. This is also how I go to sleep, with my satin bonnet on or on my satin pillowcase. So I already washed my face earlier and cleansed my skin, but I was sweating. I washed my dog today. Like I said, I've been cleaning. I was sweating washing her, and then I like had to brush her out and everything and towel dry her. It took a while. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna wash my whole face, but I'm gonna take one of these Max Complexion Correction Pads from Peter Thomas Roth. And we're just gonna use one of these to kind of cleanse my skin. I'm kind of scared to see how much comes off of here. Like how much dirt. Oh, it's not that bad. Yay me. Thought it was gonna be a lot worse because I was sweating up a storm earlier. Trying to wash my dog, Nola June. But she smells so good now. She is so clean. I like to use both sides. I use the textured side and then the more smooth side. She is so clean now, so that's exciting for her. And since I'm not going to be wearing this long, I'm not going to go on with primer. Since this is literally just for fun. Like skin primer, I'm not going to go on with skin primer. I'm just going to moisturize. Okay. So that was to cleanse the skin and refresh the skin. For moisturizer, I'm going to go in with my Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. And this is also going to act as my primer. Yo, when I tell you my scalp is so itchy, like why? Why is my scalp so itchy? Like I just oiled it. Y'all, I'm telling you, I literally believe the devil lives in my scalp right now. It's been so itchy. It's been waking me up out of my sleep. You know it's bad when your scalp wakes you up out of your sleep from how itchy it is. And it's like, why? It's not dry. It cannot be dry. I just washed my hair. I've been oiling it. I've been massaging it. I'm trying not to think about it. So this stuff is very liquidy, and a little bit goes a long way, as you can see. I say as you can see a lot. I don't want to start that again. It's one thing I've noticed about myself when I do makeup stuff. I'm just going to take it everywhere. As you can see, I just did it again. As you can see, I'm very kind of rough with my face. I don't apply it all gingerly and upward motions like some people do. Okay. Whatever's left, I just put on my body because I stay pretty ashy. Just keeping it real. All right, for foundation, what foundation do I want to wear for like a little bit and then take off? Let's do Jouer, even though it's kind of expensive. Let me respond back. Okay, sorry. What foundation? Let's see. Let's go in. There's so many options I have. Let's go in with the ColourPop No Filter foundation. I really like this foundation, but I like to mix it with other stuff. I have the shade Deep Dark 205. I just washed all my brushes, so they're like clean, they're fresh. So I kind of don't want to soil them. So we're gonna apply this with a sponge. Let me dampen the sponge. It's all the way dry. It's huge. It's a Sonia Kashuk, I think, body sponge. So it is literally huge. So I'm just wringing out the excess water. I'm gonna go dry it in my towel so I don't mess up my face. Okay. Sponge is ready. Foundation is ready. Supposed to shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Oh yeah. I need my mirror. Unlock it and let's go in with some pumps. This pump always gives me trouble. Like it does not want to come out. Like it kind of comes out, but kind of doesn't. This foundation is very liquidy, so be careful. And let's do. That should be good. Let's do one more of the chin. Okay. I don't even know how many pumps that was. Hopefully you were counting. Oh no, it's runny. And we're just gonna blend it in with the sponge. Which is want to kind of shear out the coverage a little bit, which is totally okay since I'm not going anywhere. And as you can see, the shade is Beautimous. I really like it a lot. It's a little, it's got like a tint of like red to it, but not bad at all. So it's like, it's a little bit darker for me right now compared to like my chest, but that's okay. I still like it a lot. But I do want something to like give us an even blank canvas since we're gonna try out highlighter and blush. But it doesn't have to be like perfect. But I also don't look like trash either because, you know, that's just not my style. But as you can see, the foundation is really, really pretty. My imperfections are still peeking through because I use a sponge so it shears it out. But this is a pretty full coverage foundation, even though it's so liquidy. But it feels really weightless on your skin because of how liquidy it is. So I really like it. I just watched Too Much Mouth, her video about her 43 foundations she tried this year. And she said that the ColourPop breaks her out. The ColourPop doesn't break me out, but you know what did? The Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. But I really liked the way that one looked, but it broke me out. I kind of want to try it again, but I'm going to wait until next year and wait a while to try it out again, just to make sure that my skin, like that it wasn't just my skin and that it was the foundation. Okay. So this foundation is blended into the skin. We have a nice even canvas. So now we need to set it. Boom, 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 boom. I don't even know why I just made it this long. KKK, putting this back, locking it back. That's one thing I like about that foundation is that it locks. Let's go in. I have like all these powders over here that I've been trying to use since I'm not wearing this makeup for long. I'm going to use a powder I don't really like. I don't really like this Laura Mercier translucent powder. It just doesn't last long on me. It's good for like short term, like right now, but I do not, this is not my go-to for like every day when I want my makeup to be flawless all day. Like it does not control my oil. Yes, it sets the makeup, but it does not control my oil. So using the sponge, that we just used to apply the foundation. I'm gonna go in and set under my eyes and my eyelids with this powder. And what I like about using a sponge is that the powder literally melts into your face because the sponge is damp and the foundation is still damp because it needs to be set, and it just melts in. I find when I use a sponge to apply my powders, and it really just gives you a nice smooth finish, and it really just mattifies everything, locks it into place, so pretty. Wow. And whatever's left in this cap, we about to use for this big old forehead. Big old forehead. I have a really nice large forehead. Like I could totally do the Bob Ross thing on my forehead because it's definitely its own canvas, okay? And then set my nose, like the bridge of my nose, on the sides of the nose as well. Kind of just my T-zone. That's what we're hitting up now. The T-zone with whatever powder's left in here. In the cap. And it literally just melts right on into the skin. That's the cool thing about using a sponge to apply your powders. It really melts it into the skin. Cool. So that's one powder. I don't really like this for long wear. As I said, it doesn't last long on me. Like I feel like I get creasing with this. It just doesn't control my oil. My makeup just goes south real quick when I use Laura Mercier, which is why you don't see me use that little sample. And I'm glad I got a sample instead of the full size and jumping in with the hype about it, because I would have been very upset. To set the rest of my face, let's use this Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Deep. This is a little bit lighter than my skin. I normally like to use this. This is number 35. I normally like to use this for my under eyes because it is lighter than my skin. But what I'm going to do is to lightly set the rest of my face, I'm going to use this very fluffy brush. This is a Christian Siriano brush. Like, I can't remember what brand he like made this with. I don't think is it his own brand? I can't remember. I think is it Elf? I can't remember. But I'm gonna lightly put this on here and lightly. Oh, okay. I'm gonna lightly use this to set to the rest of my face since lightly. Since it is a little bit deeper than Laura Mercier. That's the thing though, that it will stick and grab if you use too much. That's why I'm going to lightly go in with this, because it will stick to your wet foundation and you don't want that. Especially when it's not the color of my skin. My skin is significantly darker than this shade. Okay, lightly. Oh no. Okay, that was more than enough powder that I put in the cap. Like, wow, it's literally everywhere. I'm like trying to clean it up with the brush. Okay, that was more than enough to set the rest of my face lightly. Now you can see I look kind of ghostly because, like I said, this is not the shade of my skin. Now the darkest one is Deep Dark, or Dark is my shade, but Deep is, I can use to set under my eyes and like highlight my face. Okay, yeah, that definitely did what I needed to do. Just lightly set my face. So to bring some color back, we're gonna still use this fluffy brush. We're gonna go into my favorite. I didn't want to use my favorites because, you know, I like to save my favorites for when I'm actually going somewhere. But this is the Black Radiant Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the shade Milk Chocolate Finish. I'm just gonna go over what I just did just to make sure that my melanin hasn't left the building. Just lightly, because, you know, we don't need this to last, to be bulletproof, which this powder is. It really is good at controlling oil. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I think we're good. to move forward. All right. Powdery. Isn't that funny? Powder is powdery. Ha ha ha. All right. My face is set now. We can go in and do all the other things. I'm going to hop right into the Saharan Blush Tribe palette and this highlighter. Normally I do my highlighter first, so let's go and see what this looks like on my skin tone. Again, this is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 1 by Juvia's Place. Here's what it looks like. It's really, really pretty. So let's see on my skin tone what this looks like. And I'm going to use the packaging to decorate in my room on the shelf. I have a shelf of like, well, you've seen my shelf. I've shown you guys what it looks like. But I'm going to use the packaging to decorate that. If it cooperates and lets me close it back up. If not, I'm about to be mad. There we go. So here's what it looks like inside. I cannot remember how much this costs. I don't remember how much anything costs except the palette was $20. Ooh, yeah, this is deep. It's like very bronzy. So here's what it looks like. It came with a little plastic slip and there's a mirror that also is covered by plastic. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. So that's nice, that's protected. Throwing the plastic away. But here's the highlighter, the shade of it. I'm gonna give you guys a chest swatch. Oh, wow, whoa, that is super creamy. Wow, I mean, did you see that? That was one swipe. Wow. It is super creamy and just soft. Wow, that's intense. Looks like a tattoo. So let's go ahead and highlight. For my highlighter brush, I'm gonna use this MSQ brush. It's kind of big, but I don't know, let's try it. Like the stuff is really soft, like it's gonna be intense. We're just gonna go, oh, that's nice. I can already tell that I like it. Well, one dip in is all you need, friends. And I really like this brush because it kind of buffs it in. You don't end up with like a straight up line on your face. Well, this is pretty. I do not regret purchasing this, even though I kind of have enough highlighters already. I just really wanted to support Juvias, and they're having a sale right now. So if you haven't tried this brand out and you're interested, now is a good time because everything's like 50% off. So I kind of wish I had waited because when I purchased it wasn't 50% off, but that's okay. I'm not mad, okay? I'm not mad. You're mad. I'm not mad. I'm not salty. That is so pretty. And I actually really like this brush for applying highlighter. So I'm going to apply this all the usual spots that I apply my highlighter. You don't need to dip in very hard at all with this because it's very pigmented, as Juvia's Place products tend to be. I'm applying this to my brow bone as well. That is so pretty. This brush is kind of dense, so I'm picking up more product than what I really need. So I would suggest something a little bit fluffier, but I like the way that it's blending because of the size of it. But I need something a little bit fluffier than this. Would be more ideal. Oh, okay. Now you want to show out. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. So we're really just gonna So that's the highlighter. We're good on that. I have too much on my nose, as you can see. It wasn't really coming off at first, so I had to kind of go in. So to soften it up, I'm just using the brush I used to apply the powder all over my face. There we go. Now I look human. And not extraterrestrial, but that is so pretty. Love the shade. Love how it blended. Love the texture of it. Super duper buttery and creamy, super pigmented, as you can see. So that's the highlighter. So far, so good. I'm going to put this in my use more often drawer that I have. Let's go ahead and do cheeks. So let's jump into the Saharan Blush Volume 1. Oh, here's the packaging. Let me show you guys all the ladies that I have. I think they have 2 Saharan palettes, I think. I have both of them. Yeah, they have 2. I'm a huge supporter of Juvias. Again, I'm going to use this box to decorate in my room. That highlighter is so pretty. I'm going to leave that swatch there. Looks like a tattoo. Came in bubble wrap inside the box, inside a box of packaging stuff to protect it. So that's really nice how well they ship their items. And as you can see, nothing is damaged. There's also highlighters in here. Wow. And it comes with a protective slip as well. So we're going to throw this plastic stuff away. Actually, I'm going to save the bubble wrap because I have packages to send. So I've been saving bubble wrap. You know, reuse, reduce, recycle. Here's what this palette looks like. So pretty. Let's compare highlighters. So let me show you the newest one, and then we'll compare with what's in. Ooh, that's really similar. So as you can see, this highlighter, let me hold it closer. This highlight is very similar to this one here, Lila. Very, very, very similar in tone. Very similar. So I'm actually going to swatch Lila next to this one, which is the Try Volume 1. I'm going to swatch that one right next to it on my chest. Okay, there's a slight difference, but they're super similar. So I would say if you have the Saharan Blush palette, you don't really need the Tribe highlighter. They're super similar. Oops, I just mixed. Is that even the right shade? That's Zara. Let me do Lila. I had the wrong shade, guys. We'll put Lila over here. Okay, yeah. So they're all very, very, very similar, just so you know. These swatches are not the best. Just know that they're similar. I don't feel like you need to buy the highlighter if you have this because they're so similar, as you can see. Very, very, very similar. Super similar. Wow. All right. So for my cheeks, wow, let's contour with Abby. I've seen a lot of darker skin people like me and deeper use Abby to contour with. So let's do that. And I've really been loving kind of using the same brush for multiple things and then kind of just wiping it off on a paper towel in between uses. So I'm going to use this same brush that I used to apply the highlighter and go into the shade Abby. And I'm going to lightly go in. Oh, that's nice. And use it as a contour. That is really nice. And this brush is perfect. I feel like it's applying really nice and blending it super well because it's somewhat fluffy, but also kind of dense. It just blends that effortlessly. It's coming off a little purple toned on me, which this is kind of purple toned, but that's kind of reminiscent of a shadow on skin as deep as mine. It's really pretty. Okay, let's not get carried away because the purple's really coming out as I blend it out. That's so pretty. Okay, I am really happy I picked up this palette. And I'm really happy with how this brush is blending. As you see, I'm keeping it relatively high up on my face as well. I don't want it to go down too low. It helps to lift your features and give you a more snatched appearance. All right. Okay. I like that as a contour, but I would only use it on my cheeks. I would not put this around the perimeter of my head because, as you can see, it's coming off very purple. It's a deep purple shade, and as you blend it out, it turns a little bit lighter purple because you're diffusing the color and the pigment. So yeah, I like that as a contour, though. On the cheeks, that's really pretty. Wow. I'm going to use a fluffier brush, and we're going to go in with the shade, doing green eyes. Let's use, or orangey. Let's use the shade Toby, this bright orange. Let's see what that's about. And I'm using an what brush is this? This is a Aesthetica P12. The name has basically rubbed off. Oh, that's super pigmented. I feel like Pikachu. Pikachu. Okay, we're gonna blend it out. Blend it out. Blend it out. You know what? Some of my kids found me on YouTube. Some of my students. So I don't use my real name on my social media stuff because I don't want them to find me. Wow, that's really pretty. Okay, that's really pretty with the purple as like a contour and the highlight. That's really pretty. Orange blush is very flattering on deeper skin. Orange is just, bright colors are just flattering on us, period. Period. But don't be afraid of bright colors. All right, you can definitely see that too. That's so pretty. All right, so far I'm loving my purchases from Juvia's Place, but the most exciting I feel definitely is the eyeshadow palette. We're gonna see what kind of look I come up with. It has my favorite color in it, green, so I'm super excited. So that's my first time trying this out, and I really like it. Pigment's great, it blends great. It's very multi-use because you can use these on your eyes, you can use them on your cheeks. There's highlighters, there's blushes, one even where it says a contour for deeper skin. Really, really, really pretty, really, really versatile, really user-friendly, really suitable for my skin tone. So highly suggest this. Like I said, if you get this, you don't need the highlighter. So that's a cool thing because it has everything all in one. And I love multi-use face palettes for traveling. They make me very, very happy because I have to pack less items, less makeup items. Ooh, that highlight. Ooh, contour. Ooh, the blush. All right, I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna keep it out, actually. We're gonna keep using her. All right. I'll do my eyebrows after we do the eyeshadow because I just want to play with the eyeshadow now. So here we have it. The Tribe by Juvia's Place palette. I spent that long, 37 minutes just doing all that. I've been talking a lot. That's okay though. Talking about how my scalp is the devil. It finally is like not really that itchy right now, but I feel so weird with these swatches right here. That's okay. Oh, there's a piece of tape on. I'm like, why isn't this opening? Luckily, I've got scissors. I'm never up this late, but I just can't sleep. I think I'm just really excited. I'm really excited. I'm just happy. Somebody's coming to visit me, you know. My circle is really small. So when people come to visit me, I get really happy. Because I don't have a lot of people in my circle. And most people in my inner circle don't even live in this on this coast. Let's keep it real. And Jackie's all the way in Uganda right now. So my best friend from college, she's all the way across the globe, literally in another hemisphere. Here's the Tribe palette. It's my favorite color, green. Look at it. It's so pretty. It's beautiful. Wow. 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 Let's look at the eyeshadows. Wow, it's even prettier in person than in the pictures. Again, that protective plastic barrier, which we want you to throw away. Keeping the bubble wrap. Have a special place for it. Here is the palette. Here it is up close and personal. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. I'm thinking I'm going to use this tomorrow as well and do more of a neutral orangey look tomorrow for church. And we're going to do something with the greens tonight. Let's hop into this yellow. Let's use it as a transition color. Freshly cleaned brushes. There's nothing on these brushes. We're going to start with this Raggedy Morphe M514. I just washed it. Morphe brushes do not wash well, in my opinion, at least from this collection. I guess their normal collection, regular collection. But we're going to start with this first. Let me grab my mirror. I'm not even mad that Juvia's Place palettes don't have mirrors because the artwork is so pretty. And we have mirrors all around us. So that's not really a deal breaker for me. I will say the Laura Mercier did set my skin really nice under my eyes. Like, it looks very smooth. And it's not overly drying. That's one thing I like about the powder, but it doesn't have enough oil control for like my T-zone and stuff. But I might just use it for under my eyes because I really like how it looks and how smooth it is. All right, for my lids, I'm not going to use any primer. I prime my lids by putting foundation on and then, and then powdering my foundation. So we're going to go in with the shade Masai, which is that bright neon yellowy greenish shade. I'm going to use that first and see how that looks on my skin tone. And I'm going to put that kind of high up. It's kind of gathering in my crease, but I want it to be above my crease. Maybe I should do eyeshadow primer on one eye so we can see the difference. Shall I? Definitely won't take pictures if it looks too crazy. But I'm just layering this up on, and so this is basically like kind of like dry skin because it's been set. The primer or the base is not tacky or anything. So let's see if I put a primer on the other side, what difference it makes. Even so, it's still building up. Like you can definitely see it. So I'm just layering it up from inner to outer. Yeah, you can definitely see that. So when I say a primer is necessary, no, not at all. Just take your time, layer it up, and blend. Yeah, you can definitely see that. Wow. So for my other eye, let's go in with this Luscious Angel Eyes eyeshadow primer / base. I'm gonna put this on my other eye just so we can see if it makes a difference in the pigmentation and the end results. Because your girl is bored and I don't really have anything to do right now. So I'm gonna use my, oh, there's some shadow on this finger / highlighter. It's okay. I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger, like a little dot. And I'm gonna apply this. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, it's in the shade Nude, so it's really light. That's okay. We're gonna take this, I'm gonna apply it all up over here. Getting in that upper crease area as well, as you can see. Kind of just fading out the edges. Okay. I faded out the edges a little too much onto my face, but that's okay. Wiping off the excess on my leg because that's what I do. All right, so we have one eye that has the primer base on it. Again, this is the Luscious Angel Eyes eyeshadow primer base. I got this in my BoxyCharm. I thought I would never have a use for it because I normally don't prime my eyes. That's okay. We're going to see if it makes a difference. Right now, it's kind of creasing. So let's go in with this same Masai shade on this side and see what the difference is. Am I supposed to let it set? I don't know. We're going to go right in. My first impression is that it's building up worse on the side that I just put primer on. So, So that's interesting. All right, well, that's the first step for now. I guess it was faster, but I don't know. I prefer the way this side looks. I don't know. We'll see in the end. We'll see. I'm curious now. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I normally don't have to use a primer for Juvias shadows, but I was just curious, just a thought. So we're going to see. So this is going to be like our transition shade. The Masai Neon Yellow Limey Electric Neon Green. Greenish yellow. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Tootsie, let me see you. Tootsie, roll to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Okay, I'm done. Let me calm down. Tootsie, this bright, like apple green. And I'm going to use a different brush because this brush is raggedy. So we're just going to use her for the edges. Let's go in with a brush that isn't so raggedy. This is a Sigma Diffuse Crease E38 brush. So I'm going to take that apple green called Tootsie. Wow, or like Jolly Rancher green. That's really pretty. And we're going to put that into the actual socket of my eye. So lower into the crease so that we have a gradient. Wow, that's really pretty. And I'm going all the way in from inner to outer corner. So far, these are blending really nice. As you can see, the pigmentation is definitely there. All right. Let's see on the side that has the base. All right, all right, all right, all right. So I feel like it, on the base side, it kind of starts off looking just a little bit patchy just because it's sticking to the base, because it's a wet base. It's not a dry down base, Like the base is it's not super tacky. This one is not super tacky, but at first, like it just grabs a little, but it's not anything to be alarmed by. That's literally, I think, what it's supposed to do. So you just keep blending and it looks absolutely fine. But that's really the only difference I'm noticing. When it comes to the vibrancy, honestly, I feel like it's equally as vibrant because Juvia's Place is just that girl, She's just that girl. She's like, you don't need no primer with me. You can if you want to, but you don't need to. Be careful with me. All right, now that we have that shade laid down, we're going to go back into Masai with the Raggedy Morphe brush, and we're going to blend out the edges of her to make sure that that gradient is there and that it fades from neon yellowy green to apple green. I'm definitely liking this side better. I feel like it just looks better. Now this shade comes off a little bit kind of ashy on my skin tone, but it's just that bright. I feel like in the end, it'll be all right. That rhymed. So now it's just, the blending game. We go back and forth, blendy, 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 blendy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Do, 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 do. Okay. I love this. Green's my favorite color, so I'm happy. For my lid, we're going to go in with the shade Cuba, which makes me think of Cuba. Right here, that shimmery, greenish, teal-y shade right there. Let's put that on my lid and see what that's like. And then I'm going to deepen up the outer V with the matte equivalent, which is San or Sans. San or San. I usually apply shimmers with my finger to my lid. Wow, this would be pretty for New Year's Eve. New Year's. Wow. That's really pretty. Making sure it's nice and opaque on my lid. I'm kind of leaving this spot open for the matte shade to go. So, wow, I do see a difference on my lid with the shimmer. It's a little bit more vibrant and it's picking up a little bit more of the blue in the shade with the base on this side. You can see the difference. I also feel like it's blending a little bit better over the base. Like it's just a little bit easier to apply, but not drastic enough of a difference where I'm gonna say you need to use a primer or base with this because it's not that serious. This is really pretty. Wow. All right. That's gorgeous. My finger is like stained. Look at that intensity. I'm going to wipe it off on my sweatshirt. I wear like makeup clothes. Like these are clothes I only really wear when I do my makeup. I'm gonna go back in with the apple green and the Sigma diffused crease brush and just add that shade in to kind of blend the edges and make sure that that doesn't get lost in the sauce. And with this Luxie 121 mini tapered brush, I'm going to go into the shade San, which is the matte green. That is the same shade as the shimmer. And I'm going to put that in the outer V area. And I like this brush because it's so small, like it's tapered. It's perfect for something like this. So I'm going to just kind of pack it on first to really make sure that it's in there. This is really going to bring all of our greens together. Putting it into the crease a little bit as well. If you don't like green, I challenge you to like use this palette and try and do a look with it and see if you don't like your look at the end. Same thing for the other eye. So you can see I'm kind of packing it on first and then kind of blending. And we are going to kind of wing it. The shape is going to be kind of a wing. I'm kind of lightly getting that started. Let's get started. That's so pretty. This is so pretty. All right, so now time to blend with the other green because I really don't want this shade to get lost. So I'm gonna focus that kind of just out here and kind of enhancing the wing shape a little bit. We're pulling it out a little bit at a time. It's easier to build than to take away. Wow, that blend is so pretty. These shades just blend together so nice. And I'm gonna take the shade up a little bit into that lighter shade. Blending it up a little bit with whatever's kind of left over on the brush after focusing closer to the lid. So I would say this shimmer is like a deep teal with green reflex, and it is really, really pretty. Wow. Going back into the matte super deep green. Like I said, it's the blending game. Putting this on the outer V area. Then blending into that green a little bit. I mean, that's gorgeous. That is so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, so for the lower lash line, I already know what I want to do. I'm going to take this pencil in the shade, it's from NYX, and it's one of their slide on, glide on, stay on, and definitely a turn on waterproof extreme shimmer eyeliner. And then it says, this eyeliner is so good, the name had to be this long. So it is really good. And this is in the shade Tropical Green. I wore this on Christmas in my waterline / lower lash line. And we're just going to pop that right in here. I'm just looking in my bathroom mirror to do this. Because it glides on so smooth, you don't need to be super close or like worry about poking your eye. It's also got a nice like rounded tip to it, so you don't have to worry about that. Like my eyes barely even water when I put it on. Like so easy, so good. All right, all right, all right. And I'm going to take oh, that's not what I want. I'm going to take this Sigma Short Shader E20 brush. I'm going to go in with the bright green, this green, Tootsie, that is in the crease. I'm going to layer that over top of this liner. I'm going to pack it on. Remember, I didn't put any primer on the lower lash line. So don't judge that. But I'm literally just like stamping it onto the lower lash line right underneath and kind of overlapping where I just put that liner. Do you see that? So pretty. Because once it kind of sets, it doesn't go anywhere. So you can't really like smudge it out. So we're gonna stamp this on. Wow. This look is like a green lover's dream, and I am a green lover, so wake me up. These jokes with me being tired are just like, wow. Like, what is this girl on? I'm on nothing because I'm an educator. Not that that would really make a difference in me using drugs, but just so you know. Okay, I'm loving this. I'm just gonna go in with more of the shimmer Kuba on my lid with my finger just to make sure that it's popping. We're gonna do another layer, even though it doesn't really need it. I just feel like doing that. Wow. Okay. So we've used 4 brushes so far. I'm gonna go back into Tootsie, the apple green, that's what I like to call it, that is in the crease. And I'm gonna just blend some more of that. And I'm blending up, kind of going over top of the lighter green, the lightest green that we applied at first. I'm just kind of covering her up because she's a little ashy on my skin tone. So she's still there, but you know. Wow. Going in with that smaller tapered, mini tapered Luxie brush, 121, going back into San, the deep matte shade that's the same color as what's on the lid. And I'm packing more of that into the socket of my eye. Now that we now that we blended Tootsie up some, we're gonna kind of replace her in the crease with this darker shade. It's gonna make it look more smoky a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. Because this brush is so small, it's so easy to place the color exactly where you want it, which is great. Oh, sorry, I'm like blocking. I was like, wait, that's a little high up. All right, and then taking this brush, not adding any additional product, and I'm gonna blend yet again. Blend yet again, blend, blend yet again. Hey, blend yet again, blend, blend yet again. All right, taking the short shader, I'm gonna take the shade San, that really deep green. Just gonna put a little bit on the outer like third of my lower lash line just to deepen that up a little bit so it blends with the outer V, just to make that a little bit more cohesive in that area. That's pretty. And for my inner corner, we're gonna take a chance because I got nowhere to go. This brush is still not dry. Okay. We're gonna take the shade Coral. The shade Coral. So we're gonna use 4 shades out of here. That's good. This really light shade, I'm gonna put that in my tear duct area. Just see what that looks like kind of layered over top of all this. Because the other shadows are kind of already in that area. So this is almost like a topper for the inner corner. See, it takes on a really light green. That's pretty. That's perfect. Actually, this reminds me a lot of the highlighter from Becca, Topaz Splashes Gilt. Like the same sort of like duochrome, really light shade. Wow. I feel like my eyes are very just like, I feel enchanted. Wow. Wow. Okay. I look super strange without eyebrows. So let's put those on and then decide. I'm pretty much done with eyeshadow. So let's talk about the 4 shades. So I use 4 or 5. I use 5 shades. So we started off with Masai as our transition color, then Tootsie to deepen up the crease. Then we went on to the lid with Kuba, did the outer V with San, and in the inner corner we did Koro. So we used 5 shades. Tomorrow I will use the other 4 shades to create a look. Definitely. Other 4 shades. And probably this one again. So we'll use the whole palette for 2 looks, which is really, really good to have a palette so cohesive where like they all just work so well together that you just want to use them all. You don't really have to choose, like it just happens. Like this is really, really pretty. Like I'm very happy with this. But I need eyebrows, so that looks scary. AF. So I'm just gonna take this brush that I use to set my face. Kind of use it to brush the brows into place. Going in my Wet n Wild retractable eyeliner pencil. I did that really fast too, compared to how long it normally takes me with some of my other videos. I did that really fast, and I had no plan either. I was just like, I want to play with this. I'm gonna go in and build a brow. This look makes my lips look so pink. Whenever I do green and blues on my eyes, it makes my lips look super pink. And I'm like, shout out to whoever's watching. Unless it's the government, then mind your own business. I'm loving this look. Like blue and green, those are my top 3 favorite colors. My favorite colors are green, then purple, then blue. So to have a look that uses 2 of them is like, yay! Makes you feel good. We are creating brow hairs where there are no brow hairs. That is art. All right, I didn't really take my time on my brows. I kind of did them really, really quick. Like in 3 minutes. That's pretty fast in my opinion. But I'm not mad at them. They're not perfectly symmetrical, and that's okay, you know? They're still vaguely related. I feel like this one always comes out better. Even though I have more hair on this one. Whatevs. I have on some sort of brow, which makes the look a lot less strange and odd. These swatches are also making me look strange and odd. There we go. I don't really want to do any liner with this look because I don't want to take away from it. Trying to think, is there anything else I want to add before I like say that this is finished other than mascara? Let's add mascara. Let's just go with It Cosmetics. I don't feel like doing the primer, even though it does make a difference. We're just gonna go with mascara. So that's my look number 1 using this palette. It is so pretty. I can definitely see myself doing a matte green smoky eye using this palette. Just something I've been wanting to do for a while. Yeah, I'm using the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. She's getting kind of old, so I might throw her away after this use right now because she's getting kind of clumpy and gunky in the tube, and ain't nobody got time for that, especially when I have so many other mascaras. So we're going to say goodbye to her. This is her last night being with us. Yeah, it's so clumpy. Yeah, rest in peace. I think I have a backup actually. This is a good mascara, but yeah, she's not acting right. She's not performing how she normally does. That's okay though. Her time has come to an end. She's served us well. This look is so pretty. And as you can see, there's almost no true difference between the side that has no primer slash base and this side has the primer and base. I bet if I took a picture to ask people to tell me which eye has the base on it, like you can kind of see it peeking out over here a little bit. That's the only giveaway. Yeah, there's a base on this side. You just thought you can still see a little bit on that eye. Okay. I feel like if I asked people, they would not be able to tell the difference, which just goes to show you how amazing Juvia's Place eyeshadows are. No base required. You don't need anything extra other than the palette. Of course, whatever brushes you have will work. And your fingers. I use my fingers for the lid almost every time, even with matte shades. I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on the bottom. I'm about to take this right off. I love this look. I cannot wait. It's so pretty. I just love these colors. I feel like even if these aren't your colors, you're gonna love it if you decide to invest in this palette because it's just that pretty. Okay, I'm done putting out mascara. That's all I'm gonna do for tonight. Throwing her away right now. You heard it. All right, what for the lips? I'm gonna take the hair down. Let me wipe these swatches off because they're throwing me off. Okay. Dry off my chest. Okay. Loving, living. You'll see that blend. I love it. I kind of liking like my light pink lips with it, but at the same time, I kind of want to do a darker nude. So we're gonna compromise, and I think cinnamon from ColourPop is what we're gonna go with on the lips. It's also very close to me, so it makes sense. I don't want to do anything dark. So this is, I think, from the Karuchi Brown Sugar collection. Shade is called Cinnamon. I don't like it. I don't like it. So now we're gonna take it off. People that are judging me, like I said, these are my makeup clothes, so don't come for me. I'm liking the more pinky. Pinky pink. Let's do ColourPop Woofy Ultra Metallic Lippy. Let's see if this is too pink. That's too dark of a pink. Okay. I got this. So I'm gonna mix in Urban Decay 1993 gloss. Will that lighten it enough? I kind of want my lips to be matte though. I feel like matte would be a vibe with this look. Look at me being so indecisive, yo. All right, I know what I'm gonna do. Ugh. It's like minty. Okay. I'm loving this look. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. I love it with my hair. My hair is so pretty. Everything's just so pretty. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Okay, we're gonna do ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip and Stud. I think that's what I'm looking for. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna put this on. Can you hear my neighbors taking a shower? Yes, I like this color, but I need a little bit of brown liner. So we're going with the NYX lip liner and the shade Espresso. Yes, that really helped it. All right, this is the finished look. Can you tell which eye had a base / primer? No, you can't. That's how amazing Juvia's Play shadows are. I love the way this look came out. Sorry, I'm scratching my leg. I'm just itchy, you know, and dry and crusty. I love the way this look turned out. Oh my goodness. So pretty. So that's look number 1. Tomorrow morning, I'll be doing another look using the more orangey shades in this palette. So far, she's a banger, as people would say, the young people nowadays. So I'm going to be using these same brushes for a while. So what I do, I just take a paper towel. In this case, I'm using that same toilet paper that I used to clean off the computer. I'm using that for these brushes right now. And that just gets most of the pigment off without having to use any water. I do have like spot cleaner I can use, but I think I'm good since I'm using the same palette. So I'm just going to put these back in the container. And yeah, I really like the way this look turned out. It looks even better in person, I feel. Let me know what you think. Yeah, if you were thinking about trying this palette, I hope this gave you a better perspective and opinion, seeing it in action. And if you're my skin tone, if you think these colors aren't for you, girl, anything is for you. If you want it to be. Wear what you want. Experiment. Express yourself. So yeah, that is all I have for this video. I am going to take a couple pictures, I think. Maybe a video. I'm going to put my bathrobe. Ooh, my bathrobe was like a light turquoise. Y'all know that bathrobe that I've had for years. I think it'll be pretty with the eye look. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed seeing the Tribe palette on my eyes, the Tribe highlighter volume 1 on my cheeks, and the Saharan for my blush and contour. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye.